I think it's great that they say it, and I agree with it, but let's not have them come here to lecture us. Not Barça or anyone else in that regard.
Atención, Barça fans, because in this video we're going to destroy the narrative from the cadena de ondas populares españolas and Sociedad Española de radiodifusión networks against Barça. And Lamine Yamal, stay tuned. This is wild and I won't hold back. Watch until the end.
I told Juanma that yesterday he was talking with Lamine.
Incredible.
It was front page news during Clásico week. Did he really say that? He said he needs development as a young player and we should help him. Have you discussed this with him? Do you think he was wrong? No.
But he didn't understand. Sorry, what he said.
In the days leading up to the Clásico that it's a team that steals.
Sorry, are you referring to the statements he made? Lamine? Yes.
Family, I'm really upset, and I don't want to say anything crazy that could get me in trouble. Well, lose my temper, because it's not worth it. I'm not giving it any more attention. I mean, they're shameless, okay? That's all I'm going to say. They're shameless. They have no scruples, none at all. They just want to stir things up, provoke, so that Luis de la Fuente keeps saying nonsense and things like that. And in the end, it's a total attack against Barça. I mean, I'm really upset, honestly. I don't think it's worth it. And honestly, this is shameful. This is shameful. So that people know, how is Barcelona treated? In the media, and at the end of the day, the sham, the dirty play. The lack of ethics, the lack of professionalism, the lack of education, the lack of respect, the lack of empathy, the lack of values. What is there in these questions, in these interviews, that Cadena Sociedad Española de Radiodifusión and Cadena de Ondas Populares Españolas have done? This gentleman who has gone around for that, precisely, has gone to the media for that, to clean up the image of the Spanish national team and to throw dirt at Barcelona.
Shit.
Well, that's it. Everyone has shown themselves for what they've done. And that's it. And I repeat, we need to draw a conclusion here. The conclusion is very clear. There is a soccer player named Lamine Yamal, who is the star of Barcelona and the star of the Spanish national team. He is 18 years old, he has pubalgia, he just came from... Lamine is struggling, having missed 3-4 Barcelona matches. It's true that he had been playing recently, and that he did so at a good level, but he still has discomfort. Barça is looking out for their player so that he can finish his recovery from the injury as soon as possible and get better. On Monday, after the Celta de Vigo match, they bring in a specialist who is one of the best in the world for pubalgia, a Belgian who gives him an invasive treatment. What for? To relieve him so he doesn't feel pain and so he can recover as soon as possible. Barcelona finishes the treatment and informs the Spanish national team. Why did this person come and why was Lamine Yamal treated this way? What's going on? Luis de la Fuente has had his list ready since Friday.
Okay.
Are they really upset their plans to include Lamine Yamal were ruined? They're complaining that Barça kept it quiet or didn't give enough notice. And time doesn't matter at all in this. What matters here is health, what changes things. He called it false and hypocritical in both interviews with Cope and Sir. If health is what's important, then as the national coach, it shouldn't matter to you, because what matters is that Lamine is well and recovers. And what if that treatment, which the club that pays him and contractually owns his rights, it's not advisable to skip treatment? He needs it due to a real injury, not something made up. Lamine Yamal, instead of creating this media circus and going to all the outlets to attack Barcelona, and in the end, to attack Lamine Yamal, no matter how much you want to say that everything is fine with him, shut your mouth and accept the reality. Look out for the player and look out for your team, which is Spain. Even though I wear this badge, I am Spanish and I want Spain to win the World Cup. And think that if Lamine Yamal, at his age, doesn't heal this injury properly, he won't be able to compete with Barcelona, nor will he be able to compete with the Spanish national team. So, stop with the demagoguery, stop using the media, who are real shameless people, both of them, the ones who asked you the questions. Miguelito's actions are already shameful. They're scavengers who only want to stir things up, like arsonists spreading crap and garbage against Football Club Barcelona. This is the situation in this country. A joke of a country against Barcelona, against Lamine Yamal, and against everyone. And I repeat, thanks to Barça, this country has a World Cup. Don't forget it. Don't forget this team. What are they saying about attacking the patriotic feeling or the feeling for the Spanish national team? And just as Luis de la Fuente said, it's the club that has been providing the most players to the Spanish national team for more than 20 years. Spain is what it is thanks to Football Club Barcelona, and of course also to those who contribute from other teams. Let that be clear. But attacking Barça or saying that Barcelona is disrespecting the national team is a lie. It's a lie. We've had to put up with you. And that it was your 21st. I criticized a player named Pedri Gonzalez for over a year and a half. You guys tore Pedri apart. You destroyed him. Forcing him, taking him to the Olympics and overloading him with extra matches. Did you ruin Pedri? And Pedri has been injured up until last season. Always, always. You ruined Gabi, Pablo Pais Gabi. You ruined him and many more players. So you say, no one is going to come and give me lessons. I'm not going to give lessons. But I say that you are a hypocrite, Luis de la Fuente. You are a hypocrite. And you have used the press as a shield to try to sell a discourse of hate against Barcelona and against Catalonia, against Barça and against Catalonia. Because your message is like this. It attacks the lack of feeling about playing in Spain and so on. That's a lie, an empty speech that doesn't make sense. That speech is really old now. That's a lie, Luis de la Fuente. And you, allow me to tell you that you're doing him a disservice. The minister, Yamal, with these interviews and with these falsehoods you've spread to the Spanish press. Feeding as a breeding ground for the newspapers, for the radio stations last night.
Media. In
Maximum audience peak. Cadena Serica from Cadena de Ondas Populares Españolas have today. This that we are listening to and reacting to live here. So it's a shame how the press manipulates things to attack Barcelona, to attack Laporta, to attack Hansi Flick, and to attack in a way, call him whatever you want. Also to Lamine Yamal. This is how I feel as both a culé and a Spaniard, since I am Spanish and feel very Spanish. Exactly. Whenever Spain plays in the Euro Cup or World Cup, we always support them, no question. It seems to me disgusting to manipulate and try to play with things that have nothing to do with it and to do this kind of harm to my club. Don't forget that you are the one who pays him, the one who owns the rights to the player, and the one who has the responsibility to look after his interests. And for taking better care than anyone of your greatest jewel, a jewel that, God willing, if you make it to the World Cup, will make you world champion. Luis de la Fuente. So, what I ask from this humble channel, which is nothing, okay? Cadena de Ondas Populares Españolas and Sociedad Española de Radiodifusión aren't much better, right? So from this humble abode, I ask for respect for Lamine Yamal and for Football Club. Just a little respect, not too much. Because it's so easy to talk and throw so much trash and just stay calm and relaxed. Hypocrite, total hypocrisy. That's it. Let people at home tell me what they think in the comments. Nothing more to say. That's it.